inside. The running jump shot. Shot on goal. A game winner for the Cavs.
A walk-on 3-run shot from David Adams.
Feeds right on the touchback door. Up to the first layup.
A shot. Villanueva scores.
Cavaliers start the offense behind the cage. Up the left by Rubio. Spence and scores.
Rosted is free. She scores. 10-5 on his feet. Touchdown.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. And brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
I just fell in love with it. I loved the school. I loved everything. So it was just the perfect fit.
10-5 dives. He gets in.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Cedric Hammond, number 37 on the football team. We've got some great highlights and features for you today. But first, here's your Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
Let's see if Middle Tennessee takes another timeout. Chris Gould to try to win it for Virginia. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, it is long enough, it is good!
8 seconds left.
As far as Beef goes, Beef's a good person to have on that team. We put it on his shoulders right now, and he made the play for us and got a W.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next.
Sewell looking to throw, fires, the catch, Sandy!
Welcome back to the show. Our football team was on the road this weekend as we took on the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Let's check out the game story.
The Cavalier game highlights are presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So too wide with the two tight ends again. Dasher steps out of the shotgun to throw. Looks far side. Fires. Henry makes the catch. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Sewell will go under center on a 2nd down 10. They hand off Pierman looking for the opening. Keeps the feet moving. He bangs inside the 25 and falls backwards with the legs just churning like crazy. And inside the 20-yard line. And that's a pretty good gain on 2nd down for Cedric. In motion, Stupar. Sewell, deep drop, 7 steps, looks over the middle, fires, and the catch, touchdown! Oh, what a grab! He found the tight end going to the post, touchdown, Virginia. And McNair, the lone running back. Cavs bringing some heat on Dasher. Dasher throws inside, catch, touchdown. On a slant, pretty good looking play, and they get it to Bobby Williams.
They did a good job of cutting it and finding the seams in defense, but once we made adjustments, credit our coaches. We started to tighten up.
3rd down, 1.5 yards, calls his own number, the option to Pierman. Pierman's got the edge, 20, 15, 10, 5, dives, he gets in! Touchdown, Pierman!
I can never really go through anybody, so I was like, might as well just go over. But, and anything I can do to help the team, put my body on the line, I'll do it.
From the 32, 3rd down 9, Dasher to throw, stepping up, and he gets by a man. That's a sack back to the 28-yard line. Anything low, and Vic Hall may take off. The snap good, DeFatta hurries it, and he has kicked a beauty. It will take Vic Hall back to the 38-yard line, and Vic Hall coming near side with a wedge. Oh, but there's penalty flags all over the place. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Vic Hall's taking it in for the touchdown, but flags all over the place back at the 37-yard line. Payne, the running back. Sewell to throw. Sewell looking downfield. Fires. Has got a man. Complete, I believe. 29-yard line and going to his knees. Carey. Cope makes a great catch coming back for the ball. Hand off Payne. Payne secondary. 25, 20. Dragging tacklers. 15 to the 13-yard line. I formation again. Jackson in motion. Andrew Pearman is in. Jamil will try to run for it. Jamil pitches Andrew. He catches. Heads to the far side. He got to the pylon. He is in. Touchdown, Virginia.
So many players stepped up, and I think the tailback position epitomizes what the team did. That is, when Cedric went out, it took 3 players to step up. Keith Payne, Andrew Pearman, Josh Seidenberg did a great job on the last drive. And guys were asked to step up, and they did it.
The snap good, the spot good, and the kick is up, and he missed it right.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, could that be a big miss? Sewell operates out of the gun. They're bringing the blitz package. Sewell throws, and he throws the interception at the 21-yard line. Picked off to the 15, coming near side, 10-5 to the pylon. I think he got in. It's very close. Nope, at the 1-yard line, and Sewell threw the interception. McNair, the tailback in the eye, just outside the 1. They give it to McNair. He follows his blockers. Touchdown. Drops back out of the shotgun again. Sewell looking to throw. Fires. The catch. Sandy at the 44-yard line going up to get it. 17 more and a pretty good throw by Jamil. 27 seconds. Sewell to throw. Sewell looking far side. The catch. Far side. 35-30 and out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Jamil throws over the middle. Complete. Tight end inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, it is long enough, it is good!
I just couldn't let the team down. I was out there, and after that missed extra point, I was looking in the guy's eyes, and I said I can't lose this game on my account.
The whole team is about we don't crack, and whether it's Jamil didn't crack under those circumstances, Chris Gould had missed a kick earlier, he didn't crack, he went out and kicked it. The defense had to make a stop, they didn't crack, they deserve a lot of credit, and my hat's off to them.
Our women's soccer team is having a great season, thanks in large part to Shannon 5-Minute Foley. Shannon is a future teacher, team leader, and your Student Athlete of the Week.
My mom was a cheerleader, and my dad did play baseball, and they've definitely been there for me. They love sports, and they love watching me and my sisters play. And coming from an athletic family, they help me understand what's important, and they get me, I guess, mentally prepared for things.
I've met her mom and dad before. They're great people, and her little sister really looks up to her and looks just like her 2 little sisters she has. But they're such a great family. You can tell that she's come from a great mother and father, and she's been a great role model for both her sisters.
We were playing together for the U16 national team, and there had been all these rumors that Shannon Foley was going to be there, and she's unbelievable, best player of our age group, and she was playing left back at the time, and I played against her in practice, and she really was just phenomenal.
I've lived in California my whole life, and my family has been there forever, and I knew I'd probably end up going back there, and I just thought 4 years I can go anywhere, and so I really wanted to go somewhere different, and Steve was my youth national team coach growing up. So he was recruiting me, and he convinced me to come out and look at Virginia, and I just fell in love with it. I loved the school, I loved everything, so it was just the perfect fit.
Shannon loves sports in general, and so does football, so I think that was a big thing for her and I to bond with. We always watch football together, college football, and but yeah, coming from the background that we do, we both have good work ethics, and we both just were big fans of it all, so we had a good time.
Every game, I just really like to make a difference. I like to go into every game thinking to myself, I'm going to make a difference, and I want to be a factor. So whether that's scoring or making a nice pass that lets somebody else score, it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to make a difference, and getting the assist records were wonderful, but I really just want to make a difference so my team can win. It's not really about the numbers for me or anything.
Her first year when I came in, they called her 5-Minute Foley, and they just said, within the first 5 minutes of her being in the game, she's either going to get an assist or a goal, and one or the other. But that was the first thing I'd heard about her, and it's lived to be true, really. And even her year coming off this injury, she's done a great job, and she scored some big goals for us, and she's also made some great plays.
It's true, our first year, she wasn't starting every game, but when she would come off the bench, she'd make a immediate impact. It could be an assist, be a goal, anything. The way she plays, you just know that something good will happen when the ball touches her foot, and I think that it's the same now as it was back then.
I'd say it's hard to defend her, and probably in scouting reports for other coaches, you can't really pinpoint like a certain thing that she does. She's such a creative player. She changes speeds, you know, she has great foot skills, she's got a great shot, and really, I mean, it's just really unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get, but it's always a good game.
I was working a UVA soccer camp end of June, and we were playing in the camper all-star game. I got played on a through ball, and one of the camp all-stars came over and kind of tackled me, and our legs got twisted up, and I tore my medial patellofemoral ligament. So that was tough.
I think it was really hard for her coming back because she didn't get to graduate with the girls she'd come in with, but you know, for me personally, I thought it was a chance to kind of get to know her, and I think she's gotten much closer with the class that she's with now.
I definitely have a new perspective. It's made me appreciate everything that I have right now. It makes me appreciate soccer and school, and I mean, coming around to graduation last year, I was a little nervous. I'm like, what if I really was graduating and done? I don't know what I'd be doing right now, and it was really comforting knowing I had another year. Given the fifth-year opportunity, I decided to enroll in the 2-year grad school program, so I'll be here for a year and a half getting my master's. The range, I'd known about it, I heard about it. I started looking into it, and one of my good friends, Kara, lived on the lawn last year, and she really encouraged me to go out and go through the application process, and it just worked out really well. I mean, I applied and kind of had like a few little interviews, and it worked out. So I've never been happier. I love living there. And you walk out of my room and you see all the libraries, the amphitheater. I'm literally a minute away from the West Range Cafe, and I think it's also the prestige too. Like, it's so historical, and you see people walking up and down by your rooms, and they're always trying to peek in, and they just want a glimpse because they know it's just such a historical landmark.
As a team as a whole, we're very sound in offense, defense, anything. And every player is different. I think Shannon has that ability that when she does touch the ball, good things are going to happen.
I think this year we really feel like this is our year, and we have a really great mentality going into the season, and we have been having a lot of fun, and I mean, it's just been great, and hopefully we'll keep up.
The greatest quarterback-wide receiver combination in Virginia history was comprised of two guys named Moore, Herman and Sean. And this week's Cavalier Flashback, we take a look back at the Moore-to-Moore connection.
Cavalier Flashback is brought to you by the Virginia Lottery. In 2006, the Virginia Lottery contributed a record $454 million to public schools throughout the Commonwealth.
From 1988 to 1990, quarterback Sean Moore and wide receiver Herman Moore formed one of the most lethal passing combinations in college football history. The pair of first-team All-Americans connected for 27 passing touchdowns over a period of 3 years and set over 30 combined NCAA, conference, and school records during their careers.
We had this chemistry where, you know, if I saw him in man coverage, it was just sort of it was known. I'm going to him. If he's in single coverage, I'm throwing to him. I don't care what we had called. It didn't matter.
On offense, Virginia struck quickly as Sean Moore connected with Herman Moore for 2 scores before halftime, building what proved to be an insurmountable lead.
I don't think there's been a better receiver, even close. I don't even think it's been close than Herman. I mean, he totally dominated the game. Wanted the ball in every play. Whether he was covered or not, he'd come in the huddle and say, I want the ball. Total confidence. You know, I always tried to stay within the offense because, you know, I was a team guy and I did what Coach Tranquil said. But when Herman came in the huddle and said, look, I'm going to be open on this play, and he wasn't even in the progression. So if I went out of progression and threw to him, I knew it had to be a big play because I was going to get cussed out by Tranquil on the sideline. But I had confidence in him.
During the Moore-to-Moore era, the Cavaliers scored at a phenomenal rate, with one stretch of 23 touchdown drives, averaging less than 3 minutes each. In their final season together in 1990, Sean and Herman led Virginia all the way to the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. And with their national reputations firmly established, Sean finished 4th and Herman finished 6th in the voting for the Heisman Trophy.
Coming up after the break.
It's been a busy week for all of our fall sports, and we've got field hockey, soccer, and volleyball for you in our Olympic Sports Spotlight.
The Olympic Sports Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
Well, Ingrid Carr-Cybersine always plays really, really well, and she was there tonight in critical situations, kept Bounce, put in some good minutes. Devin stepped up as a freshman goalie. She had a couple good saves. Lucy, of course, and Shelley in the back. I think the defense just stepped up big. That's why they had the shutout. And Caitlin Hiltz with her first goal, and yeah, it was a total team effort. It's hard to pick out individuals. They wanted to do the work and break through the wall that we've been coming up against. We're dominating statistically, but it wasn't until the end that we actually got the statistics with Haley with the 3 shots in one attempt at goal. So credit to the whole team, a credit to California. They played it well, and they really attacked our weaknesses, and a credit to our team for making adjustments and shutting it down.
I think this game we stepped up, and this is a good start. We just take game per game, just minute after minute.
Against a team like this, the first goal is critical. It was unfortunate you give up a goal to a very good possession-oriented team, and now you're chasing the game.
Being down a goal at halftime, it really sent a message to us, we're not invincible, they can score, and it was a great goal. We came back, we kept possession, we stayed composed, putting in the net, and then to be able to be the aggressor in the second half in the overtime and keep possession and really go at them really says a lot about our team.
Kyle, would you give me a quick count? When we have these week-long breaks in terms of preparation for an ACC opponent, I spoon-feed the players. I don't necessarily give them all of the scouting report and the information and the film all in one day. On the road, it appears as if they play 1 attacking, 2 holding midfielders, and at home it looks like it's the reverse. We don't have to worry about that, okay? And then they got a wide guy, and 4 across the back. We spent a lot of time, as much time, editing our games that we've just played. For instance, Virginia Tech, our coaching staff spent hours breaking that film down to provide our players information on things they're doing right. We're tight. Dane's getting back. This is excellent too. And this is Jeremy. Things are going wrong. In some cases, we'll give them individual DVDs, individual edits. Today we watched mostly as a team the edits. They work hard, meaning when the other team's got the ball, they get around it pretty quickly. Okay, so you got a pretty good group of 5 here, and then you got a super group of athletes. 1, 2, and 3. UNC is always a quality team. The record may not reflect the top 25 record right now, but they're 2, 2, and 4. But I'm pretty confident they'll be a playoff team and may well end up in the top 10, top 15. They're a talented team, and we're not going to take them lightly. We have all the respect in the world for them. Any questions? Anything else? All right, good. Lower. I think we're on lower. They beat NC State at NC State, which we weren't able to do. They're finding ways to not lose. I mean, they're getting a couple of ties, and I think they're going to be eager for an ACC win come Saturday night.
We were a little bit under pressure because we got 2 ties in the first 2 conference games, so everybody we had to put a little more effort in to get that win today and get a lot of confidence to go on the road.
the ball that Colin Givens played was outstanding. I mean, it was a really good ball that Colin played as a freshman. He had the composure to play that ball. Yannick is, he's a technical finisher. The guy thought he was going to head it. He brought it down off his chest, and then he finished it. So that's what he does for us.
Looked at Colin, and he saw me and put a perfect ball in and just chested it down, caught it inside, and then just placed it next to the goalie.
We felt like we've been playing very well and, doing fine in all aspects, but that we needed just something a little extra. And there's two things that come to mind. One is Neil's play, and one is Chris Tierney following that play and sticking with it to get the second goal. I'd say it's big. It's really big. I mean, not so much for our overall record because it's pretty good, but conference-wise, we needed to pick up a win tonight and get 3 points and get some momentum going across. For sure, it was big, very big win.
In other Cavalier sports action this week.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We'll be back next week with more great features, plus highlights from our football game against the University of Connecticut. Until then, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. And brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.